into a fire. Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping now. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
And ahoy and welcome. This is your boy Kurix_Tuper, and today is a Saturday, May 9, 2026. Good morning and mabuhay. Welcome in, guys. In today's stream, we're going to take it a lot slower and easier with Fracture Field, an idle or clicker game, indie game, developed by Type Ten and published by Type Ten Limited, Gamersky Games, and Drillhounds. So another key provided to us by Keymailer. So thank you, Keymailer, for trusting us to cover or allowing us to connect with the publisher Gamersky Games to cover Fracture Field. So if you're into like a lot slower types of games, idle games, automation, resource management, it's one of those games. If you're not into it, pretty understandable. But if you just like want to click stuff away, later on incrementally progressing it until you are able to get much or a number of resources to give you that dopamine hit, so you might want to check out Fracture Field. Again, I'm Kurix, a Filipino variety and PNG tuber based in the Philippines, and welcome to another Twitch live stream. You can check me out on various social media platforms. I'm on X, Blue Sky, Threads, and Facebook, where I post my schedule ahead of time. I post videos or trailers for games, mostly indies and AA's, that I find really interesting or hyped up about. I am the biggest hype man that you can see, to a fault. So if you want to see what other games that I'm interested to check out, do check me out on X, Blue Sky, Threads, and Facebook. We also have TikTok and Instagram, which I haven't really posted as much, but hopefully soon. I keep on saying that. One of these days, I will be posting some of our previous playthroughs, or not really playthroughs, but the highlights of those specific episodes. We also have a YouTube channel. You can check me out on youtube.com/ @Kurix_Tuper. That is the home for our VODs. So see you guys there. Hopefully I will be able to win your subscription through our Let's Play, through our commentaries, interaction with fellow streamers in Twitch. I don't share the Twitch chat on the screen, but you tell me if you want to see that. I might incorporate that in the future. Drop by the comment section, like the video, subscribe if you haven't on YouTube. And even in Twitch, if you see me live on Twitch, don't be a stranger. I think it is a golden rule that every opinion, every chat counts, except if you are a bot and you are selling services. That's a big no-no here. But maybe you have something in mind, you just want to share something, hopefully good, clean fun. And even if it's not good, clean fun, if it's not disrespectful to anybody or any groups, why not, right? So feel free to drop by the chat and let's talk about it. Maybe preferably relating to the game that we cover, or maybe a different game that you are currently fascinated and are playing through. So share that on the chat and let's talk about it. I also add some timestamps so you can skip ahead to the actual game proper. I usually do this kind of stuff. I add an introduction at the beginning. Can you imagine beginning an introduction at the end? I mean, I add a introduction at the wait, what that? I have an introduction, an outro, and of course there's an actual gameplay. And especially for those like longer streams like Neverness to Everness, I add a specific timestamp wherein I do a specific type of activity in the game. So do check it out, especially if you already have heard me do the introduction. But sometimes I do pepper it in with interaction with fellow streamers, community members, or viewers. So if you want to hang out and sit through my cringy Tito jokes, that's also good. But there's no assurance that there will be no cringy Tito jokes during gameplay. So you have been warned. Speaking of interaction, let's check the chat. So first off, we have Trihexa redeeming the first welcome in. Trihexa, this is not a roguelike today. This is an idle clicker. So if you guys want, we can chat about stuff. This will be a slow, not really slow, but more chill, just chatting, yapping stream. So let's talk about games. Let's talk about idle games while we are clicking stuff here on Fracture Field. Trihexa attendance and check-in. Bomadom saying hayop man. Hayop man. May isip pa din. Ano ba? Ba't hayop man? Bob, you're late. Naunahan ka na naman ni Trihexa. The fast fingers Trihexa. Bomadom with the hydrate, stretch, and posture check. Who else is here? We have Nabi. Welcome in, Nabi. We will be playing some idler clicker resource management with automation with simulation in the game called Fracture Field. You can check them out on their official Steam store page. Let me pin that on chat. There you go. Do check out Fracture Field. Right? Fracture Field pin on their official Steam store page, and I will also be including that on the description on our VOD on YouTube once I finish the stream. 100% of the time, I always, how about that? I always export my VODs on YouTube. So if you miss any of our past VODs, and some of them are no longer here on Twitch because Twitch has a policy of like I think 7 to 14 days of removal or deletion, auto deletion of videos, unless you make them into a highlight. But even if you turn them into a highlight, there's a maximum of 100 gigabytes storage space allocated for every Twitch user. So I decided to simply house all of my archived VODs on YouTube. So do check it out on YouTube. Invisible, thank you for checking in. Bomadam said, sabi mo kasi hype man kay Nimal. Invisible with the... Ayan, may nag-annoying laugh na naman. Of course, you're currently listening to me, but in the background, that's Streambits Originals by Harris Heller. They provide streamers, content creators, everyday internet users the ability to have their music to playing in the background. So do check out Streambits Originals by Harris Heller. And if you are a follower of like content creators like Fusli has rendered her talent on Streambits Originals, and there is I think a couple of tracks that sung by Fusli. So you can check out Streambits Originals by Harris Heller. They always get a free verbal shout out, and I also include them on the description in each of our VODs. Do check them out on YouTube and on Spotify, of course. We do not claim any ownership on any of their tracks, on the music that is featured in Streambits Originals. I think this one. This is Fusli. This is called What If? What If featuring Fusli. Streambits Originals What If featuring Fusli. And see? That's her.
What if?
What
Can I, like,
if?
Oy! Oy, cut! Go!
So if you guys want to have this kind of music playing in the background while you are yapping, do check them out. Again, we are simply here to transform the media that is video games into a different format, not that different, but into a transformative format with our commentary, interaction with community or fellow streamers. So, but again, hopefully we are just hoping that it is protected under fair use, but it's not everything is as black and white. But again, if any of the copyright owners deemed it inappropriate for us to utilize their content, of course we will have to comply accordingly. And there's no malicious intent to infringe on anybody's copyright, and we are simply here to simply stream, have fun, entertain ourselves, entertain you guys, showcase or inform the populace or those who are passing by on what the games that we are covering. In this case, it's Fracture Field, an idler, clicker, resource management simulation indie game. I guess we can officially start. Let me remove the cinema bars. Need you by my side. Not first, not second, third, fourth, or fifth, but 6, 7. Welcome in, NB. Toot, toot, toot. Okay. Shout out. Okay, I guess we can officially start. Let me pause this, and this will make a comeback. Let me turn on the game audio. Close this, and we can officially start by saying, and this is Let's Play Fracture Field, Gun Idle. Good morning. Nice day for mining, ain't it? And a just chatting in the chill stream. So if you guys want, hang out before lunch. Well, this was first recorded or streamed on May 9, 2026 at 11 o'clock in the morning. So of course I will be referring to it or referring to whatever happens in real time during the time that this was streaming. But of course, if you're watching this in the future, I would say, how fair is the future? Hopefully things are going well on your end. We have Timothy Kyle Gaming. Hello. Call of Duty Mobile. Welcome in. And we're about to start our idle game playthrough of Fracture Field. New game. Okay, we start off by having a blank... Wait, let me shrink my avatar. So first off, what do we have here? Maybe I'll put my avatar around here. There you go. So what do we see on the screen? Fracture 1, hit speed, pierce, crit chance, crit multiplier, quarry, enable auto hit, Total rocks stat. Wait, let us play it normally. We have Forceful Strike 20. I think this is the main upgrade currency. Swift Strike. Increase hit speed by 10%. Achievement, deal your first damage to a rock. 1 hour later. It all starts. Ayan. Destroy your first rock completely. And you will be seeing me do this for the next 1 hour. And that's why I did say that this is going to be a cozy stream. You know what? I'm going to click the enable auto hit. Huh? There you go. How about that? At least the game has foresaw that, or have foreseen that people will probably get tired of like clicking. So now it's no longer just a clicker, it's an auto clicker. There you go. How about you guys? What other idle games have you played in the past? Have you played something similar like this? Like you harvest stuff? I think a couple of those games, not really exactly. I remember playing Forager. Another idle game that I was really hooked at one point was Idle Slayer. I haven't really gotten back to Idle Slayer. That one is a free-to-play game. This one is a paid game. I would assume that after some time you will get tired of it. Just like with any other games, any single-player games. I think the main objective here is to make the numbers go brrr. Wait, do we already have like 90? I wonder what do you call this? First achievement, rock bottom, destroy your first rock completely. What is interesting is they also place the achievement on the screen. So it's not just that it's only on the user's end that they will see the achievement. At least you will be able to see that on the screen as well, displayed. Tip, destroying rocks grants you currency. All rock types grant their own currency along with their universal dust currency. Okay, so this is dust. Okay, you know what? Let's upgrade it. We have 90. Swift Strike. Forceful Strike. How about the rocks? Currently have this. Stone capacity 20. Increase maximum stone rocks +1. Okay. Resource purity. Increase stone resource output by 25%. Okay. Drones. Maybe later. And tipping, close this tip to see the next tip. Or just the tip. Never mind. Achievement, collect your first 100 dust. Perform 100 manual hits, land your first critical hit. I didn't even notice that I landed my first critical hit. What else can you do in these kinds of games but just to yap and just talk your ass off? And I think that is what separates the streamer from the gamer, from the everyday gamer. Although from time to time that gets blurry. Example, last night I was playing Everness to Everness. And it's either I am both sleepy and trying not to fall asleep while I am streaming, or I'm just zero in on what is happening to the game. Usually when I go quiet, there's either a cutscene playing in the background. Okay, things are picking up pace now. Boy, is the pace, or did the pace fall to the ground? So we're picking up the pace. Wait, let me upgrade yung drone. We can max drone count 1. Yan. You know, we have a drone now. Look, automated. Deploy your first drone. Stone capacity. And be like, I'm just waiting for Corix to say something corny and I will do the annoying laugh. Hold the left mouse button to continuously hit. Why would I do that? That would be a hassle, you know. So the bot rests and it's slow. I think later on there will be upgrades for the drone. You know what? Forceful strike. For faster harvesting and shit. Achievement, purchase 10 upgrades. Dust to dust. Collect your first 100 dust. Perform 100 manual hits. Land your first critical thinking. Automated mining. Deploy your first drone. Upgrade path. Purchase 10 upgrades. Keys. Okay. Rocks. Resource. Stone acuity. Increase damage to the stone layer by 25%. Drones. Reinforced drills. Percent of your fracture damage. Upgrades. Okay, fine. We are mining much faster now. Why are we like using a stick? Hopefully later we will change the cursor into like a mining pickaxe. Like you're basically poking the rocks with a stick. Hopefully the changes are real time. We have 250 now. Drones, reinforced drill, thrusting tuning, increased drone movement speed. Okay, let's go with this first. Okay, now the drone is moving way faster. So it's now pulling its own weight. But still slow. I guess the next upgrade would be max drone count. Or we can add more stone. Stone capacity, stone purity, stone acuity. Unlock clay. The next upgrade would be a clay one. Upgrades, strike 3. Okay, it's starting to pull its own weight. Although it rests eh. Okay, 247, destroy 100 rocks. Drill, thrusting tuning. Okay, it's way faster now, the drone. Tun, 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 turu, tun, tun. This will also serve as a good practice for just chatting streaming. Or a just chatting stream, rather. Like, how can you flesh out a game that you can't basically do anything else but to commentate on? Let's talk about politics. Just kidding. Can you imagine, like, here we are breaking some stones and all of a sudden a wild political discourse appeared. That sure is going to be tons of fun. And I think one of the main fun factor of incremental idle clicker is how you see your progression play out on the screen. Same goes with idle slayer, with other city management or desktop idler game. You start off with a very small, humble community or NPCs or processes. And then later on, the whole screen will turn into one chaotic, rainbow-colored mess of a production. So, rapid strikes, rocks, stone capacity, clay, there you go. We have unlocked the clay, upgrades. Bombs, cooldown reduction, drone. Rapid strike. Okay. One of each capacity. Okay. Now we have clay. Wait. Let me do the clay. I think there's a cooldown for the bomb. Achievement, use your first bomb. Did it bomb? Whether nyari sa NTE, I tried it. Meh lang for me. Yeah. I mean, it's not for everybody. One can even say na mobile games are not for everybody. And that's why even though, like, let's say there are tons of new open world RPGs that are popping up, people tend to experiment, but sometimes it doesn't click. But if it doesn't click, that's all right as well. example, there are a number of even though Arkfield or Ark Knight's Enfield came out, there are a significant chunk of the community that tried that, left that, and returned to Wuthering Waves. Others didn't even try that because they have been playing so many gacha games. And I think that's a very valid reason. The mere fact that people even tried it is already good enough. If it clicks, it clicks. And people's opinion are very valid for trying or not trying it. Others have, I think there's another person who dropped by earlier, said na, I will probably not try it because if I tried it, I will probably get hooked and addicted to that game. Another person said, nope, I have already too many gacha games. Another person said, picked it up, I don't like it, and that's alright. I think there's also a number of, I don't know, maybe we are at that point in our lives wherein we don't have to defend anything anymore. Like, how dare you not like the game that I like? Can you imagine if you're so insecure like that? to imagine like if another person doesn't like the game that you like, you're going to lose sleep over it. If it doesn't work, it just doesn't work. Plain and simple. It's a Circorex. I have Panpu. Oh, whoa. Yeah. And then there is another person who have been enjoying their time with NTE. So their opinion is as valid as the next guy who said that they don't enjoy it. So as Todd Howard once said, it just works for them. Well, if I am not playing anything else, if I am just known for a one-trick pony type of guy, I would probably be playing that 24/7 and that will be my niche. But I tend to mix things up a bit. I don't want to be known for being an exclusive one genre type of gamer. Very obvious, as you can see, that I am playing an idle game. Or an idler or an auto-clicker type of game. So that's why I titled this as a gun idle or just chatting. Good practice for streaming then as well. Let me check the chat. Timothy Kyle, NB. Sin, good morning, Corex. Good morning. Wait, let me upgrade. I have 2,600 dust. Cooldown reduction, blast radius, bomb damage, drone. Let's add a new drone, reinforced drills, thruster, rapid strikes. Let's add some rocks capacity. Okay, clay. Oh, there's now 2 clays, forceful strike. Okay, 126. Okay, we can focus back on gathering stuff. Hopefully I can upgrade my poking stick to like a pickaxe, actual pickaxe. Wait, let me check the chat. I only stayed sa Enfield dahil sa factory tsaka sa content. Yep. And there are a lot of reasons why people stay on a particular game. For example, for games like Genshin Impact, it's probably the sunk cost fallacy. Like, they've already spent so much time and effort. It's like letting go of it will already be a crazy idea to them. And that's why people are really loyal to our part. Uy! And with that, let's roll the credits. Thank you everyone for joining today's stream. To the subscribers, we have NB. To the chatters, we have Bomadam NB. No, we're not yet that.
It's great
Can you
having
imagine?
you here.
It's like you're
Don't do
you're
it to
chatting
me.
in the middle of
I
the chat.
beg you.
Suddenly
No.
you... Okay, let's end the stream. Thank you, Alderon. And if you want to troll me and the rest of the viewers, you can check out the End With That Fake End stream redeem. I just find it funny sometimes. And it's also a perfect time to say you can check me out live on Twitch, and you can redeem that by going to twitch.tv/Corix_Tuper. I am saying that because I also export this on YouTube, and if you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, and you might not know that I stream first on Twitch before I export this on YouTube. Great Novice Master, destroy 100 rocks. Layer cake, reach the clay layer. Explosive, your first bomb. Okay, we have... Okay. Boom. Wait, let me... Where was I again? Before I ended the stream. Yan, sunk cost fallacy nga. And I think it takes a while before somebody really gets out of a particular live service game. It's because they have already invested so much. It's the same reason why others starts getting frustrated with some live service game. Like they have their complaints, and it has been not addressed by the developers. I don't know, maybe sometimes it's intentional, sometimes not. But if it keeps frustrating somebody, it will push some segment of the market who want something better for the games that they are playing. And if that is not being delivered to them, then they will find it elsewhere. Or maybe the original audience just grew up or grew out of or fell out of love on the game that they once was playing religiously. Wait, Vader, I only stayed and nothing to do anymore means more me time and focus on ZZZ and TE lang kasi oras in my opinion. Pero dailies as fast as hell pero progress sa Tycoon kain oras. Yeah? I mean, I was talking to a number of gacha and live service centric friends. They did commend it for having a fast dailies compared to Genshin. I can only speak for Genshin. I don't know about Wuthering Waves, but with Genshin, example, if you log in late, like 30 minutes, you will not be able to complete a daily. But with daily activity. But with NTE, you wouldn't even notice that, oh, I've already finished the dailies, which is good. But then again, in exchange, you have your time-bound, as in real time-bound activities like the Tycoon. And I think if you think about it, all of the live service gacha games have dark patterns on them that will either force or not force you to log in daily and be part of the count, the daily average user count. Wait, let me upgrade first. The clay capacity, resource purity, clay acuity, chain reaction, stone capacity, bombs, drones, upgrades. Okay. Hopefully we can change yung cursor later, no? Sorry guys, I keep on like stopping with my thoughts here. Wait. Okay, let me get back to where was I again? Sorry. Every game has that dark patterns because of course if it's free you're probably the product. I mean your data, your attention, and they will do everything to make you spend money on the game. Applies to Warframe, applies to even the paid ones like World of Warcraft. They have started adding new monetizations, and even single player games they have added that. Case in point, the Ubisoft titles. They're out there to get your money, guys. Be warned. I agree, for some it is good, a good game. For me lang. Yep. Aldaron, thank you for end with that redeem. GG. Aldaron, wait, we ending? Nope. That's the fake end stream, loko. Kala ko tapos na eh. Ayan, nag-oyo ako doon. Nagtanong pa ako eh. And it's not that expensive, and I put a cooldown on it, like a 1 hour cooldown. And of course, if it only has 1 hour cooldown, wait, Can I change my... Oh, I can makeshift hammer, a crude hammer made from scavenged materials, fracture, pierce. Ayun naman pala eh. Achievement, purchase your first tool upgrade. 1,000 M? What does that mean? Million? Or 1 million? What? Why is like 1.1.000 M? I could simply just put 1 M. Okay. Wala! We're now hammering it. Okay, good. Things are getting smashed. No, are smashing now. Wait, what? Hulk smash! Okay, stone capacity, resource purity, clay, deeper veins. Drones have separate upgrades as well. You know. We are picking things up now. Upgrades for max drone, reinforced drill, thruster, bombs, cooldown, bombs. Achievement, destroy 3 rocks with 1 bomb. Wait, where were we earlier? Resending questions sa'yo sa NTE. Would you stay or tried lang talaga, Pops? I cannot 100% commit to that because I did play Whirlwind's Meat. For the first week, I did like it. But eventually... And that's why I cannot fully say na I am into or... I don't know. I cannot really fully commit to anything. Especially with open world games because it really takes some time. Just like with Genshin, the map is so expansive. The game is good. But somehow, I don't know, when I started playing other games, maybe another thing is yung live service fatigue na I know na if the game starts feeling like a chore, that is the moment that I start drifting away. And that's why I don't want to play it religiously, if that makes any sense. Although the game would want you to play religiously because of the dailies. I don't know if that happened with Whirlwind Smith, but I think after I stopped playing for like 2 to 3 days, the game is good. Probably because I am covering a number of games already. And then sometimes I discover something new, something worth finishing. I think the mere fact that I know that the games are not finished makes me want to like wait for a while. And maybe the main reason why I also don't or stop playing is because since they are not finished, they are also endangered. They are also threatened to be shut down prematurely, especially when it's no longer profitable. It's not everything can be as popular or as big as Genshin Impact. So what if it doesn't? We have seen that so many times. So many games have been shut down, especially if the company is notorious for shutting apps down. Case in point, Nexon, Square Enix. But with Hoyoverse, they don't have that reputation yet, that negative reputation. But I don't know about Whirlwind Smith, but I don't know, maybe knowing that fact that they can shut it down anytime that they want makes me lose hope or confidence on a particular live service game. As much as I want to say now, I will stay for good. I will be doing things regularly, streaming it regularly. At the back of my mind, I know that it might get shut down someday. And that just makes me want to enjoy the single player games, those that are not tied to a live service game more often. Like at least with other single player games, I know that I can go back to them many years into the future as long as they're part of my Steam library. But I want to be proven wrong. But I am not closing my doors when trying out live service games. I will speak about it religiously sometimes on my socials. A bit kind of hypocritical for me to criticize them, but I don't know. They're still games at the end of the day. They're still a form of entertainment. But knowing is winning half the battle. You can either stay true to your conviction, criticize it, and then don't support it, or give them the benefit of doubt so you can have a more informed review and analysis of the game. Like you played it, you can understand why it's fun, you can understand why people are fascinated by it, why it's not working. I'm just on that camp. I can criticize it and I can love it at the same time. And I can warn people about the dangers of gacha in live service games. Although, it's kind of hypocritical, and maybe it is, but it is what it is. Wait, let me check the chat. Sorry, Bomba and Vader. Kala ko tapos na. Magtatanong, Invisible, resending yung question, Daffodil. Oo, agree. Baka tourist lang ako sa NT. I haven't quit, still trying. I mean, even if you quit, okay lang yan. Kasi I think most of the time people are so don't be a fanboy. Ayun lang yung masasabi ko. Parang you can enjoy, you can love a specific type of game, but if people don't like it, that's their prerogative, that's their time. And if they don't like it, then so be it. Then just enjoy the game, the games. You can argue. You can argue, but at the end of the day, you won't be convincing them to return to it. What you are just getting is you're just pissing yourself because you cannot convince somebody who has already made up their mind about not liking it. So who are you? Why are you even bothering to get angry at something that they don't like already? Diba? And I will not even stop them for posting that they don't like it. It's like, hey, that's your right. And I also have the right to say that you're wrong. And I think that's where most conflicts derive from. People can't just let people have their opinions about it. Although some opinions are wrong, but that's also very subjective. Think of the IGN reviews. They would review a game a 10 out of 10, but it's only like 3 hours and the story and the characters are cringy. And then they will give games like Crimson Desert a 6, Mouse PI for Hire a 6, and then give Mixtape like a 10. And then when you argue with them or those who like their review, of course they will have their arguments for that. And you will have your own arguments, but at the end of the day, the score is already out there. Those who find IGN reviews ridiculous will always find it ridiculous, and those who defend it will say that those who aren't agreeing with the IGN reviews are misogynist, leftist. Like, can't people just have opinions about that stuff? Like, they can't agree with the review. That's all right as well. You don't need to put a label on it. Sometimes I find the culture wars of the US or the West really absurd. Okay, let's continue. Sorry, I went tangent. Sa ZZZ lang dahil sa sunk cost fallacy and also dahil community I built with it. Enfield, yeah, and I mean, there's a number of reasons why things work. Example, if you are known for being a Genshin Impact player and you have built your community there, sometimes it's really challenging to come out of that niche. While other people, I think it's a very popular tip. Wait, I have 19,000. Wait, let me upgrade nga muna. And maybe I can... Wait, tool. No, we don't have 1 million. Upgrades, Forceful Strike. Rocks. Sandali lang, Bom, ha? I will get to your chat. Uy, unlock Sandstone. Pero drones. Nagdag tayo ng drones. Bombs. Upgrades. 8,000 capacity, purity, chain reaction. Chain reaction, increase overkill damage transfer from stone to clay by 10%. Clay acuity, increase damage to clay layer by 25%. Resource purity, increase clay resource output by 25%. How about the stone? Stone capacity. Basically, stone is the basic basic item. Once you break it, it may transform or it will uncover the clay underneath it. Achievement, Stone Age. Max the stone capacity upgrade. Really? That's the maximum stone capacity. Wait. Sorry. Where was I? Sa ZZZ lang dahil sa sunk cost policy. I mean, other people are either trapped or maybe they don't think they're trapped. But since they have decided to go and become a gacha streamer, it's good that if they are known as a gacha streamer, they can experiment on games. But if they are known for being that Genshin Impact guy, and if you have built a community who is into Genshin Impacts particularly, I think I have heard it a number of times, like example, he is known for streaming this kind of games, but when he streams a different type of game, he or she, mostly he, the views are not as big as when he is streaming the games that he is known for streaming. So there's like a good and bad, a pros and cons when it comes to being a niche gamer, or sa streamer. But then again, being a variety is also not really recommended, according to at least what I have read. But then again, at the end of the day, why are you streaming and who are you streaming it for? And that's why I went with variety, because I know for myself that I am into a variety of games and I don't want to be a one-trick pony type of streamer. Example, especially if I am playing narrative-heavy games, you cannot really play it indefinitely. But ever since the advent of like live service, competitive games, which doesn't have any story at all, I think the thrill of those games is the thrill of chasing after leaderboards, of unlocking costumes, of owning the competition. That has been very popular. Valorant, Counter-Strike, Dead by Daylight, and many more. But when it comes to like single player games, after you finish the story, maybe you plan on like 100% everything, the achievements, platinum, whatever. That's already done. You can be known for being a speedrunner, but I don't know. I don't see myself like playing one particular single game. But other people find happiness through that, and that's good for them. But it's just not for me. Meaning, those who are playing like speedrunning games over and over and over and over again. Single player games, mind you. So, I just said, it's a good thing I'm not into this kind of games. Or I don't have the speedrunner mindset. So, let me continue reading it. Enfield, dahil ganun ang oras. I mean, NT is still on the edge pa. I do enjoy the idea, pero di ganun. Yeah, I mean, especially if you already know what you like. You are into the automation process of things. And NT doesn't have the automation aspect that you wanted. It's pretty normal. And if you already have your action-based one with ZZZ, that's also very fair. Mas enjoy ako sa Korean dating sim. Actually, I have played some other dating sims. I have played a Turkish dating sim. Let me just say that the Koreans nailed it when it comes to like beautiful women and the stories that goes with it. Probably a cultural thing. Bomadam yun, no? Hammer na siya. Di na siya stick. Yeah, that was what I was thinking earlier. Like, when will I change my controller into something different? The next one will be 1 million. Okay, let's Let me increase clay capacity. Chain reaction. Unlock sandstone. Pinahaw ba sandstone, guys? Drones. Bombs. Upgrades. Okay, things are starting to get busy now. Stone purity, drones. Okay. This, and what was this? Sandstone is really tough. It's really tough. Look, see? It takes some time before you get to destroy it. I think the sandstone upgrade. Soften stone. Reduce sandstone hardness by 20%. Okay. Drones. Chain reaction. Destroy 3 rocks with a bomb. Max level reinforce. Daffodil. Smash hard. Times 10. Lunchtime lang, Pops. Kurik. Sige, enjoy your lunch. Eat well. It's a good thing I'm not clicking it and I have enabled the auto hit player. Speed stats. Rapid strikes. Bombs. Blast radius. And again, this is a perfect game to put on the background for a just chatting stream. Probably. 8 whale. Although some other folks don't want to eat whale. 8 whale. No need. Experience mine. Destroy 1,000 rocks. Play for 30 minutes. Max stone capacity upgrade. Hammer time. Perfect the makeshift hammer technique 1,000 times. Never miss. Hit 100 rocks in a row without missing. Upgrade addict. Purchase 100 upgrades. You can now upgrade your tool by opening the tools panel. What? Tools. Okay, yeah. Of course, I have been doing that. Blast damage, blast radius, cooldown reduction, blast radius, damage, cooldown reduction, radius, damage. Parang di naman lumaw. Okay, drones, rocks, increase stone resource output by 30%. Resource purity, increase clay resource output. This one requires clay. Ay, clay ba? Tama ba? This is sandstone din yung need. This is clay. This is sandstone. 19. We need to make more sandstone. Sandstone capacity 20. Okay. Yan. Let's add the sandstone capacity. It requires a sandstone dust as well. Go, my drones. The next sandstone capacity is 50. But we also need to soften it. Because it really takes some time before... Well, at least the drones can work on one specific sandstone. Am I right? Or... Yeah, look, there are 2 drones working on that sandstone. I can have 4 bombs na pala, no? Okay, that's good. 17,000. Wait, let me find something to upgrade it. Increase sandstone resource output by 25%. Okay, so more sandstone dust, which is good for faster upgrading. See, 12, 13, 14. I'll probably go with the resource purity. Wait, let me check the chat. Oh, siya, lurk muna. Thank you, Bom. And again, good morning, guys. I know, it's no longer yeah, it's still a morning. 11:55. Okay. Stone is the base resource. Chain reaction. Quartz, drones, bombs. So I will be hammering away for the next 2 hours, and so I usually give the games that we cover, whether they be from Keymailer or on other platforms, a minimum of 2 hours to give it justice and to showcase what the game has to offer. I think that will be more than enough time. So for this game is for the idle or the auto clicker, the clicker enthusiast. So hopefully what I am doing here is already more than enough to okay. So that's the basic game loop of this idler game. If you think it's satisfying, then go give this a check or wishlist this if you have. But this is already a very budget-friendly title. Rocks, sandstone capacity, resource purity, stone resource purity. Increase stone resource output by 30%. How much? 11.6. Okay. Oh, why can't I? Drones, max drone +1. Bombs. I can actually have lunch and play this on the background. This is one of those games. Okay, I think we can increase to soften the stone purity. 66. Increase damage to the sandstone layer by 25%. Okay. Hopefully that is retroactively or also applies to the drone. The upgrade that I have with this. Hopefully. Soften the stone, 80. Chain reaction. Increase overkill damage transfer from clay to stone, sandstone. Sandstone acuity. Increased damage to sandstone layer. The acuity could be what we should focus on as well. For easier easier breaking of the stone. $22,000. Yo, morning Zarisa. Zarisa is also streaming right now, or I don't know if Zarisa is rated. I was there hanging out on Zarisa's stream, and Zarisa did say that she plans on streaming Lynn from Las Vegas. I'm just kidding. Go check out it, Zarisa. DVD main streamer. Resource output. Soften stone. Reduce sandstone hardness. Okay. Apollo News, welcome in. I'm just idling my time here. Deeper veins. Increase the chances of transition from clay to sandstone. 100. Okay. Let's have that. Yung deeper veins. It's either that or sandstone acuity. Increase damage to the sandstone layer. But we need more sandstone kasi. Deeper veins na lang. Or sandstone capacity. Okay. So, a clay may turn into a sandstone after it gets destroyed. Normally kasi sandstones appear after destroying a rock. But if we can have more sandstone after a clay gets destroyed, that's more chances of winning. Huh? Welcome in, Apolonius. What else can you do with an idler game but to just yap and talk about stuff, right? And hopefully the developers and publishers wouldn't mind it. We are already streaming their game. And basically this is the game loop of Fracture Field. We have 47,000 dust already. Wait, let me upgrade it. Focus force. Critical chance. Rocks. Sandstone capacity. Resource purity. Stone. Resource purity. Bombs. Achievement, achieve maximum bomb radius. It bombed. Oh, okay, 109. Resource purity, resource output. Increase damage to the sandstone layer by 25, 81. And soon enough we will be unlocking the quartz. But for now, let's focus on the sandstone. Okay, what should we focus on? Increase damage to the sandstone layer. Okay, max. So it should be way easier to destroy that now. Should be. Blast radius 177. I think the next upgrade for the sandstone would be 200 resource purity output. Every upgrade is essential. Purity is resource output. Acuity is increased damage to the sandstone layer. Much faster to destroy. Again, enjoy your lunch, guys. It's now 12:06. I will be having my lunch after the stream. Hopefully, I will be able to stream 3 times today. That's why I started a bit quote-unquote early, 11. But actually, that is my regular streaming schedule before the summer heat wave. Sorry. Okay. Resource purity, deeper veins, increase the chances of transitioning from clay to stone. I think we also need to do the increase maximum sandstone capacity, 219. Okay, sandstone capacity, increase that. Chain reaction. Chain reaction, increase overkill damage, transfer from clay to sandstone by 10%. So once use 100 bombs. So once the sandstone pops up from the clay, the chain reaction would cause a damage to it. 30% of the damage caused to the clay will be transferred to the sandstone. Or I don't know if it only comes out from clay. From clay. Like example, if you destroyed that, and then will the damage carry? I believe the damage carries over if it came from the clay. But if it's like close to it, I think that's the chain reaction that also applies to other sandstone close to it. 495. Okay, source purity, chain reaction, soften, resource purity, clay, chain reaction, clay capacity. Achievement, max the clay capacity. Bombs, bomb damage, bomb radius, max charges, upgrade. Forceful. Rocks. Okay. One 13.22k, 21.91k. Play 36, 6,000. Critical hits in a row. Bomb squad 14. Oh. Max level, resource purity, chain reaction 6,000. Resource purity, deeper veins. 8. Bomb squad, play sculpture, critical hits in a row. Yo, Miss Ivory, Corix Marie, good afternoon, happy streaming. Thank you, Miss Ivory, and enjoy your lunch. Just mining here, mining our own business. We have 1,000 now, softened stone. Drones, max drone count, rapid strike, drone pilot. Drone pilot, deploy 10 drones simultaneously. Increase hardness negation, pierce +5. Oh. This is a good upgrade pala, no? Devastating, increase critical hit damage. Achievement. Play for 1 hour. Oh really? I haven't played for 1 hour already. Rocks, sandstone capacity, resource purity 776, 800, sure later. 8,000, bombs, bomb damage, max charges, fracture, increase base damage, increase hit speed. 7K for the clay. 8. Chain reaction is 36. Purity. 8-4. 8-5. Next, sandstone capacity, deeper wings, 776 purity, resource output. 54K. Seven resource purity. Max sandstone level chain reaction. Soften 3K, 1K. 1K. Drone pilot dedicated miner. Enjoy your lunch, guys. Ano ba yung ulam dito? Today's lunch would be chicken sinigang. Purity. Purity. Capacity. Resource capacity. Purity. Chain reaction. 36. Resource purity. Stone. Resource purity. Achievement. Land 1000 critical hits. Chain reaction. Quartz. Do we really want a quartz already? Purity muna tayo. Let's go with the purity first. Kasi once we have quartz, it might eat up yung potential na. Although, it's good to have like quartz every once in a while. Adil, interesting game ko rin. I don't know if you are familiar with idler games. There's a ton of these games, these nuts. There's a free-to-play game one called Idol Slayer. That one is really I got addicted to that game. Idol Slayer. Blue. Bakit blue? And then yung many desktop games. If you have seen a couple of streamers who has like, what was that? Something that is on the lower part of their screens. Others are more active compared to, I think most of them are automation. This one can be an automation type of game as well. Because you did these nuts on me. Oh, believe me, I can do much worse. At dahil dyan,
Meron kang 5 tips with soft moves.
let me search that game. Yep. Here are some recommendations. And I think you can also just click on the idler. Of course, just the words. We also have this. Wait. You'll probably hate me for this, but I have that as a redeem. We also have the annoying laugh. This one is for me. I really like saying corny jokes, so feel free to use that on me. Okay, we have unlock the quartz. Unlock drone hub. 1 world fracture required. What's a world fracture? Nani? What's a world fracture? Resource purity. Okay. Oh, this one takes some time before you can destroy this. What the heck? Grabe. What other annoying meme can you think of? I'll add that to my redeems. Or my soundboard. I'm not sure. And so next time I will tell the chat na thank Adil MK because he suggested this. Nasisi pa nga. I heard the hee. We have a couple of soundboards. We have the I have that on my OBS added. The sandstones are now being destroyed like it's nothing. I think this quartz is really one tough
Carry the casket to the
stone to
morgue
ano.
and place the body currently stored in the
I haven't
freezer
used the other redeems, not gonna lie. That's one I made my own. Oro.
Napaka-team.
Whee! Oro. Soften stone. Because yung quartz is too darn hard.
What
That's
if,
what she said.
Can I like... Oy! Oy ka! Go!
Chain reaction. Stone, 29. Oh, 29.85, okay. Later maybe. Upgrades. $15.20. Okay, rocks. What about the rocks? Can you smell what the rocks is cooking? Upgrades. Bombs. I should watch some of your clips sometimes. Oh no. Yeah. Dang, look at me smash that rock. Oh yes. Hey, if you want, I also have the TikTok. You can watch it there. Socials, if you want. Instagram and TikTok. I export my clips on those platforms. I haven't really updated it. I one of these days I need to make more short form content. That one is our dedicated shorts. I mean, on our YouTube, I also export my shorts there. Basically, when I'm on a short spree or short making spree, I export them on YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and TikTok. I export all of my VODs on YouTube as well. So if you miss any of our past episodes, you can refer to it there. I'm mostly active on Instagram and FB. Oh, okay. So Instagram. Probably later. I'll probably make some clips later. What else can we upgrade? Bombs, rocks, okay, resource purity, softened stone, resource purity, softened stone, quartz 20, quartz capacity or softened stone, probably, or resource purity. So we can get more quartz from it. And then let's go back to softening the core. Softening the quartz, increasing its purity. We also have unlock iron, quartz and then iron, quartz capacity. Unlock world fracture. Wait, what's this? World fracture. Fracturing the world resets everything back to a fresh state. In return, you gain core fragments for powerful upgrades that will make your next run more effective. Core fragments are earned by gaining resources from sandstone or higher. Oh. Time in run 1 hour and 16 minutes. Oh, okay. Multiply fracture. Fracture the world. Perform your first world fracture. World breaker. Wow, we're back from square one. Yeah, this is an idle game. Even with Idle Slayer, they have these kinds of like upgrades. It basically resets everything, but you will get a special currency that you can use to upgrade your stuff. We're back from the very beginning. Imagine 1 hour and almost 1 hour of us reaching the quartz stone. But now here we are. We have one world breaker, world fracture. What tool were you using a while ago? I was already using the hammer. You start with a pointed stick, and then after you get 1000 dust, you can get a makeshift hammer. Then the next one is flint axe, stone sledgehammer. This is how you begin the game, with a stick, with a poking stick. And then you get dust from stone here. And then the dust, you can use it to upgrade your strikes. And then the next thing you know, you will be buying drones, upgrading how fast you hit. You can literally lose hours of your life here. Like, example, if you just want to turn off your brain, like, I don't want to think about anything. I don't want to do dailies on the gacha games that I'm playing. Let's just turn it off and then just pound some stone. You can, but I enabled the auto hit. I basically hover the mouse over it, Pero I can. If I click this, now I'm manually clicking it. But I don't want to do that. Let's just go with the auto hit. You need to hover the mouse. So it's not really, you're not really doing anything. You are doing something. But example, earlier with the drones flying around the place, that one is automated. Rocks, stone capacity, stone purity. Increase the stone resource output. Increase the stone layer damage to the stone layer capacity. And now we have two stones. And the upgrade will cost a stone currency. So 40 for the stone purity. So stone purity resource output by 25%. So you will get more stone from it. But for the dust, ito drone. Max drone count +1. But requires like, now we have a drone. Upgrades, forceful strike. Okay. Initially it's low, but of course as you upgrade it, it only makes sense na it will harvest faster or as fast as you are. And see, I have 170 now. I can either use the forceful strike or the swift strike. Increase hit speed. Base damage. Here, let's go with this one. For the rock, stone capacity. So we have 3 now. The drone also rests from time to time. I don't know about this, Requires fracture mind, multiply fracture by ×2. Geologist insight, multiply pierce by 2. Quarry expansion. How many do I have? How many? World fracture 1. Ito 1, dust multiplier. Ito pala wait. 10k world fracture? The fuck? Multiply all dust earnings by 1.3. Okay, good. Yan. Okay, so now yung multiplier natin is na 1.3. Okay, so that will make things faster. But if you do a world fracture, you will restart everything from zero or from scratch, just like what happened earlier. Also, the one thing that is hitting along a while ago were drones. Yes. See this one. If you notice him. Tok. Tok. Matagin upgrade natin, no? Max drone count, reinforced drills, 200. Rocks, stone capacity, resource purity, acuity. Acuity increased damage to stone layer. 107 stone, 75. Upgrades, forceful strike. That's cute. Yes. So you can check it out on Steam. A budget-friendly title. Pero if you're tight on budget, you can always wishlist this for now. Get this on a later time. I pinned their official Steam store page on the chat. Adil, I would recommend yung Idol Slayer. It's simple at first, but waste time on it. It will become something different, but still is simplistic. That one is free though, with some microtransaction. But of course, you will not pay for anything on those types of games. I'd ima-add that one as well. Yep. Yung Idol Slayer naman is really free. This one is paid though. You have to how much does this cost? 235 fracture field. If you notice, they are currently on a bundle with Agrivore. That's another incremental farming. If you check their official Steam store page out, there's also the Space Rock Breakers. Sheesh. Those are on the same genre. Again, thank you to the publisher Gamersky for approving our request to check this game out. The developer of this is Type 10, and this was released last April 20, 2026, and to a mostly positive review, and pretty understandable why. The game loop is very game loopy, very addictive. Stone capacity, unlock clay. Okay, let's unlock the clay. Max drone, rapid strike, thruster tuning. Thruster tuning increased drone move speed by 10%. There are 10 upgrades. Rapid strike increased drone hit speed by 10. Now we have the clay. Drone target clay. We can give them instructions. So ayan, drones will target any rock. Okay. We also have a bomb. Yo, Jayshu! Ano lang po kami dito? Nagbabato lang. Wait, what? Where we are mining for rocks here. How are you doing, Jayshu? Do check out Jayshu. Last stream, Dead by Daylight. But also does tons of multiplayer games like Valorant. I think Grand Blue Fantasy recently. And Werwinsmith. Yo, Ain! Welcome in, Ain, and the Ain Herrier Gang. Let me give Ain Herrier a special shout out, a fellow streamer of culture. It's refreshing to see Ain Herrier stream again. Welcome in, Ain. Nagbabato lang po tayo. Mining rocks. Thank you for bringing your nakamas here. You know what? That's upgrade stone acuity, stone capacities, purity. We are. Okay, good. Thank you, mama. Tapos na yung pag-aaruga natin sa mga baby girl. Hindi naman natatapos yan eh. You just return to them later or tomorrow. Pero ano yung part ng rotation mo ngayon, Ain? What games have you been playing besides NTE? Ito, alam ko si Ain nag-Whirlwind Smith rin to eh. Ako, actually, I eventually dropped Whirlwind Smith, but it still is a good game. Pero when you really have only a limited time of the day to play and stream, plus I am also covering a number of games, you have to pick and choose really. So I choose NTE muna. Maybe someday I'll return to Whirlwind Smith, but not for now. At least NTE lang sa ngayon. We nagka-catch up agad ako tapos wala na. Uy! What the heck? What the heck? Rocks, capacity, purity, acuity, purity. Can we capacity, acuity, bomb, cooldown reduction, upgrade, okay. Base attack, critical, devastating, critical hit damage, hit speed. NTE lang sa ngayon. And again, thank you, Ain. Do check out Ain Herriar. Also plays Final Fantasy 14. Streams it before, but not so much recently. Mahal na ang subscription. Actually, that is also one of the reason why I stopped Final Fantasy 14 before. I'm too broke for that. So we stick with the one-time purchases or free-to-play. And even with free-to-play, we are really careful about our expenditures. Savvy. Salome. Never mind. Wait, what? Savvy. SAVVY. Huh? Guys. You know what? We can exchange yung 1,000. Purchase yung makeshift hammer. Yan. So, medyo AOE na yung hammer natin. This was the hammer that I had earlier. Rocks. Capacity, deeper veins. Acuity. Capacity. Bombs. Radius. Okay. Yo, Zion, welcome in. Correct's delicious. Speaking of delicious, I'm getting hungry now. Actually, I can eat while I play this because it's not that demanding din naman. I can simply just move my mouse around. Maybe I should do that, no? Rather than ending the stream. Pero how's your Saturday, guys? How's your weekend so far? Rocks. Purity. 40. Okay. Purity. deeper veins para increase the chance to transition from stone to clay by 20%. Also increase the chance of rocks will spawn as clay. Enjoy your lunch, guys. Now 12:46, almost pushing to 1 na pala, no? Resource purity. Stone muna tayo. Stone capacity, resource purity. Deeper veins or Oy, yo Chi, kamusta Chi? Shout out. Thank you for joining Ains Raid. Playing Diablo 4. Ito, how about you Chi? Kamusta na yung Crimson Desert? And that's also one of the games that I want to play pero not immediately. Plus, if I can wait for it, then I'll wait for it when it goes on a deep sale. Maybe 5 years from now. Plus, they keep on like adding new stuff. At least when I'm going to jump sa Crimson Desert, probably it will be the Game of the Century edition. So, it will be worth the wait. Tapos ko na yung CD Corix 3 weeks ago. Did you capture it on stream? Oh, kaya ka nga nag-pragmata rin, di ba? So, what's the next big game pala ngayon? Chi? Ay, hindi. Balik ka na rin pala sa Diablo 4. No? Tinapos ko na sa Twitch yun. No? So, like 100%? Like you almost every nook and cranny or hindi naman? Just the main story lang? Hirap din yung mga ganun na i-100%. Although, well, challenging pero doable especially if you are really hyper-fixating and focus on it. For me, it's next to impossible because I tend to cover tons of games. Eh. To my fault, of course. It's not to anybody else's fault. Example, now I can simply just play NTE, but I am playing Fracture Field. It's because I wanted it, diba? It's not where being like a gun pointed at the back of my head. I requested access to this, so of course we have to be responsible and cover this. Achievements 20% lang, sobrang grindy. Well, at least, diba, even though you liked it, you are very realistic naman na it is grindy. And after some time, usually yung mga ganun massive games, it gets tiring. Kasi ako nagkakaroon ng ganun sa RPG, tawag ko doon RPG fatigue. So that's why I sometimes step away from a game and then tsaka ko na lang siya babalikan kapag feel ko na uli na I want to explore yung world again. I think I can upgrade, sorry. Clay capacity, deeper veins, purity, acuity, chain reaction. Max level, stone. Upgrades, focus. 5, 6, 7. Rocks. Drones, add tayo ng drones. Bomb, rocks, resource purity, Okay. Bumibilis na uli yung attacks natin. Wait. Next game ko is yung Stranger Than Heaven. Oh, that's new. I haven't heard about that. Stranger Than Heaven. Pati nga to si Chi hindi nahilig sa mga live service extraction shooter like Arc Raiders or Marathon. More an open world RPG rin si ano. Although Pragmata naman is a different type of beast. Pragmata is more of like a third person action adventure shooter. Oh, may RPG fatigue ako kesa malabor ibang achievements ng Misidong. Kasi at the end of the day, if may RPG fatigue ka na din, every moment of that will probably be a chore. Kasi parang you're simply just doing it for nothing. Kung wala ka namang aim or wala na yung fun factor, it's better to return to it with fresh set of eyes or lens. Mahirap magka-RPG fatigue and a completionist. Kasi it's conflicted and it will feed on each other. Like, oh, I want to complete everything. So, you delay yung story progression. Eventually, nagkaka-RPG fatigue ka din. So, what happens, in my case, actually, is I end up turning it into a backlog. Kasi nagkaka-fatigue ako, completionist din ako. Completionist in a sense na I want to tackle all of the side quest content before or while or before reaching the finale. Kuzon, true agree. Wait. Na-stop ang production ng Gang of Dragon kaya Stranger Than Heaven. You know what? Let me check that Stranger of Heaven. I got curious. Stranger Than Heaven. Ryuga Gotoku Studio rin pala siya. Coming soon pa lang though. Wait, what other games ng Ryu na natapos mo na, Chi? How about itong Lost Judgment? Ilang beses na ito nag-sale ah? Have you already finished itong Lost Judgment? I think there's 2 of these games. You can also try Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza. Or the Yakuza series. How about you, Kuzon? What kind of RPG gamer are you? Kasi we were talking about Crimson Desert na ako I also want to try that out Plus, I also shared yung RPG fatigue. I think I felt that sa Skyrim before. Hanggang sa hindi ko na lang natapos yung Skyrim. Yes, I exist. Somebody who enjoyed Skyrim and haven't really finished it. I'm the first completionist and the burnouterist. Ang hirap din nun na you want to explore all of the content. Kasi ako I believe that the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. I mean, I believe kasi na after you finish yung RPGs na yun, I will not return to that anytime soon. I will close that book. Kahit sabihin mong it has multiple endings, it's better if yung multiple endings that does not require me to play it all over again from the very beginning. I love playing games but I don't love it that much to start it from the very beginning. Although there are people who likes that yung achievement hunters, I'm not that type of individual kasi na I'm good with running it for the first time. Playing it again without any modifier, already knowing what to expect. Parang I want to experience fresh new stories. Of course, one can argue na, hey, it's something you like, so you have to play it over and over again. No. There's so many good stories to experience. Na parang the game already had the chance to impress me and they already did. That's why I finished the game. I don't think I need to do it all over again just to see a different ending. And that's why I always wanted a game na though they might have multiple endings, at least don't let us go to hoops again just to see the other endings. unless integral yung scenes, for example, yung mga dialogue, yung mga choices that will result to a different outcome. Like example, for the first hour, there is like this branching outcome na if you go to the B choice, it will go to this ending, and if you go to on the B choice and then you went with the BA or BB choice, it will turn it into a different ending. Yun, medyo I will appreciate that kind of na that will incentivize me to run it again, especially if they add more cutscenes. Pero if it's just the same thing and it will only change kasi you chose, I will side with the good at the end, parang I think it's not that worth it. Example, Persona, I think, or Shin Megami Tensei. As much as I wanted to do it all over again, to see the ending of the good ending, the chaos ending, the neutral ending, I just don't see myself playing it all over again knowing na I've already experienced yung story. So as much as possible, when I'm playing RPGs, I tend to exhaust almost all of the side content first before reaching the ending. And that's just me, that's just me. I am not imposing that on anybody else, nor if you want to finish it and then play it all over again, that's your prerogative. Pero sa akin kasi, we only have so little time. Yo, Celestine, thank you for the death rat. Wait, let me check the chat. Adil MK, poetic. What do you mean? Poetic? Hindi naman ako nagpapakita ng... Correct! Hello! Hello din, Celestine. Cool redeem. Yes, I have a number of redeems there. I tend to also do a lot of Tito jokes here. So, if ever, just redeem this when I do that. To show your support. And of course, we also have the very popular, the very timely redeem. Not first, not second, not third, fourth, or fifth, but
6 seconds.
yeah. Feel free to check out all of our channel redeems if it's fitting on or fitting during that time. Oh my god, that thing. Yes, that thing. Some of my Twitch friends are getting annoyed with that, so I made it to a point to make it a redeem. That is the not first, not second, third, and then if you click the description, nor the fourth or fifth, but 6, 7. Wait, I think I should upgrade now. Resource purity, stone capacity. Chain reaction, purity, veins, clay capacity. Chain reaction, drones. Bombs. Okay. So yan, enjoy guys. What's for lunch? Yung lunch dito sa house is sinigang chicken. Chicken sinigang. I don't know what do you call that? Kasi di ba, example, for yung rice porridge aka lugaw. Lugaw is plain. Arroz caldo is lugaw with chicken. I think with pork. Ano ba yan? Nag-iiba yan eh. Chicken is arroz caldo. Corn is probably ano yan? Ano yun yung pinatamis na rice porridge? Hindi binatog eh. Hindi, it's not binatog. Arroz caldo is porridge, right? Yeah? rice, chicken. Pero alam ko pag beef, ang halo naman niya is... Ay, mga ulit. Arroz caldo chicken, beef, pork. Kalimutan ko na. You know what? I-google ko na nga lang. Arroz. Ayun. Lugaw is plain rice porridge. Arroz caldo is with chicken. Beef is goto. Gotong Batangas, gotong lugaw. Pork often still is called lugaw with tokwat baboy. Corn is ginataang mais. There you go. Ginataang mais. Goto is beef tripe. Savory ginger flavored rice porridge loaded with beef tripe tuwalya. Intestine or often pork, yung goto. Pork lugaw. While chicken is arroz caldo, pork is the version usually considered as savory pork-based lugaw. Ginataang mais, corn. Unlike savory options, this is a sweet porridge made with glutinous rice, whole kernel of corn, and coconut milk ginataan. Diba? How awesome is that? Rice-based porridge. Plain lugaw. I think lugaw pwede naman yung plain with egg. Pero with arroz caldo usually egg and chicken. Beef is goto. Okay. Enough of that. Let's return to the game. This is me telling you guys that I'm hungry, that I need to have lunch. But I'm still streaming. So why don't you eat, you bastard? Wait lang. Bombs, max charges, bomb damage radius. Rocks, stone capacity, resource purity, chain reaction, sandstone. Drones. Okay. For now, matigas pa yung sandstone. Pero later on, once we have upgraded it, we need to upgrade itong force, stone. Good. Swift strikes. Good. Saglit na lang yung mga ano. Wait, learning, same. So how's your day naman so far, Adil? What games have you been playing pala? Are you also playing some live service games? Are you trying out new RPGs? Or you have been sticking to your main game? So many games, no? So little time. Bombs, drones, rapid strike rock, chain reaction, purity, play capacity, soften stone, 548. Acuity dapat pala. Acuity. I need to soften. Pwede rin naman yung soften. Reduces sandstone hardness by 20%. Acuity naman, increase damage to the sandstone layer, 40. Okay, good. Resource purity, chain reaction. Achievement, accumulate 1 million dust. Huh? Okay. Siguro from the moment that we started, I accumulated 1 million dust. Kasi there's an upgrade here, you know. Yung flint pickaxe, primitive with sharp flint head. 1 million. 1 million dust yung needed. Pero we keep on upgrading kasi yung items natin here. Sandstone capacity, soften. So it's much easier to destroy. Upgrade na rin natin yung swift strike. Dust bunny. Wala bang Asian bunny? Ay, sorry. Okay, pick this game up. Pick this stone out. Forceful strike. Swift strike. Forced, increase hardness negation. Pierce by 15%. Rocks. Resource purity. Clay capacity, resource purity. Resource purity, increase clay resource output by 30%. So you can get more. Increase sandstone resource output by 25%. Some upgrades kasi requires yung actual item. Example, ito sandstone, clay, stone. This one is the general currency, the dust. Let's upgrade the drone to increases drone movement speed, rapid strike, hit speed. Sandstone capacity, resource purity, sandstone acuity, increase damage to sandstone layer. Usually yung upgrades sa mga stone, example itong acuity, this applies retroactively or to the drones as well. Basically, it softens up the layer of the stone or the mineral. Lurkis mo na ko, corrects. Got a lunch. Ayun, sige, enjoy your lunch. Have fun streaming. Thank you for hanging out earlier. Heartopia. Heartopia. I'm currently playing DBD. Uy, parang si Nasu. Si Nasu VT has been playing tons of DBD. Na-addict din si Nasu doon. And Heartopia as well. Jessica Devil Gal, welcome in. Jess, yan, do check out Miss Gal. Gal the Devil. Jessica. Messing up your name, no? And Arc Raiders, Marathon, Apex Legends, IRL stream, on-cam streamer. Do check out Jessica. Kay Jessica. Parang ibang Jessica yata yan. Nagbabato lang po ako dito. Just playing some Fracture Field. Hi, Scorex. Never change. Thank you. I will never change. Ay, ano ba yan? Statement ba yan? Never change. Scorex, never change. Thank you. Shout out. The secret to me being like this is nagbabato po tayo. And you know, Fracture Field, a mining game. Yeah, Astra, is this not Forage Wizard? No. This is Forage Wizard. Hindi, I mean, this is different. This is not the Forage Wizard. Hindi, mali, Purpur pala. Purpur Wizard. Nag-joke lang, mali-mali pa. Wait, I didn't know you stream also, Astra. Uy, Pri, andito ka rin yun, no? Yep, Astra also streams. Si Astro Mixin. Astramycin. When he is, when they are being a medical representative, Astramycin, but regularly Astramycin. Yep. Dabberkeds tong si Kurix. Yiz. I don't even know how I ended up with how I ended up knowing Jess. I think I was part of the raid. Who raided Jess? Maybe it's Zeus back then. Yep, Astramycin Dabberkeds in. Si Zeus, yeah. And I don't even know how I ended up on Zeus's chat. It's a small world here on Twitch, and that's why I oftentimes, like, if I see some faces na other people, I don't see other people on their chat, I tend to raid them to introduce them or introduce a potential new Filipino streamer to follow. Ito, Astra, you can check this out on Steam. This one is more of mining centric. Yung Forage Wizard, I'm also looking into that, but I remember I'm too broke for it. There's also like Idol Slayer. You can also restart your progress to get yung currency na drone schematic. Increase the number of drones you start with by 2. Dust multiplier pending. You know, see, if I break the world or fracture the world, it will restart it. Yo, Matt, what happened? Why? Why did you... Si Correx yung dakilang tulay. Yes. Pinagtagpo, ngunit hindi... Ano yun? What was that line? Pinagtagpo, ngunit tinadhana. Astra, mukhang same incremental. Yep, incremental type of game. Wait, speaking of incremental, 431 softened stone, reduces sandstone hardness by 20%. Purity, resource output, yep. Acuity, damage, max out na natin to. Chain reaction, veins, sandstone capacity, increase maximum sandstone by 1, okay, 20. Once it hits 20, okay. Sugod, nabanas ko man. New bombs, cooldown reduction, damage. That's a lot of damage. Rock, sandstone capacity. Okay. Sorry, what happened? Okay. Go on, Wait, let me check the chat. Mukhang same incremental type of game. Prestige system. Wala lang, bagong fave. I feel like I'd play this better if I know how to match. Not really. I mean, well, it's pretty self-explanatory rin naman. You don't need to be a math genius in order to play this. Example, stone capacity will add more stones on the field. Resource purity, increased stone resource by 30%. The minerals that you get from stones. Stone acuity increases damage to stone layer by 25%, meaning the damage that you deal, so it will destroy faster, much faster. Example, all of the stones that we have right now, initially it's really hard to crack, but if you allocate a level on the stone acuity, this one, the clay acuity, it will be much faster to break those rock and to get those resources. And then chain reaction, increase overall damage transfer from stone to clay by 10%. So if, for example, you destroy a stone, there's a chain reaction that will affect, or I think it's either splash damage or stones can also transform into a clay. There's a chance that it will transform. The damage that you inflicted on that stone will pass over to the next transformation. Ayan o, quartz. We have unlocked the quartz now, so I'll show you. Pag wala pang upgrade yung quartz, wait. First, ayan. This is the quartz. Look at the damage that we are inflicting on it. We barely damage it, but compared to like the stone, the sandstone. But it's because if you check on the stone quartz, ayan o, acuity 0, almost everything is on 0. So we need to destroy this first to get some quartz resource. And in order to get more resource, you need to put a point to the resource purity. Pretty straightforward din naman. But I feel like people who know how to maths can play this more optimally. I guess, yeah. But then again, hopefully they have fun while doing it. At the end of the day din naman, every game has math on them. Math, logic, even the RPGs that we tend to love. Behind the scenes, behind all of those flashy graphics, all of the character build-up, the story, there's a complex math working behind that. Logic. Hopefully, example, if you're into maths, and if you're playing a game, you still have fun, like looking at how everything goes. And not looking at everything like a math equation to solve. You know what? Let's use a bomb. Boom. Wala na. Look. Come on. Tagal. Ito na nga lang, increase hardness negation by 15%. Swift strike. There you go. I'll make up with my my speed and my piercing damage. There you go. That's what she said. Ayo. It's how you use it. I'll smash it. Fast and hard. Expert miner achievement. click marathon. Perform 10,000 manual clicks. Dagdagan mo ng konting twist. Oh no. It might ruin it if I twist. I mean the purity of the of what we get from it. Okay, so I think we can upgrade yung rock natin. Capacity, soften stone. We have one reduce quartz hardness by 20%. Resource purity, soften stone, deeper veins, stone capacity, sandstone capacity. Chain reaction. Drones. Rapid strike. 3 more to go. Forceful strike. Swift. Rocks. Resource purity. Hammer it. Hammer it away. Dagdagan mo ng konting twist. Ay, ano pala ang goal dito? Ano nga ba? to mine. Ano? To see the end game. I guess. Matt. Kasi you basically start with the plain stone. You unlock the sandstone. And then after you unlock the sandstone, after you efficiently increase yung how you effectively gather yung sandstone, you will unlock the quartz. Once you unlock the quartz, the next stone is yung iron, and then until you complete kung ano man whatever it is na iba pang mga ma-unlock. And then after you unlock it, you can break it. You can fracture the world. If you fracture the world, this is yung world fracture. It will reset everything to 0. But you will get a currency and then you can spend that here. Meaning on the next run, you might have a dust multiplier. Currently, I have the dust multiplier. It costs 1 fracture stone. But on the next one, if I'm going to upgrade this, I need 3 fracture stone. Ito pa yung ibang upgrade. So, what you usually do is mine, reach the end, reset, mine again, reach the end until everything is like exploding right in front of your face. Like, example ngayon, I'm having a hard time destroying this quartz. I need more quartz. So, while I don't have enough quartz, I can help with that. But yung other resources like stones, I can upgrade it. Stone capacity, deeper veins, soften stone, resource purity, chain reaction. Ayan. So we'll get more resource out of those. And then yung ito namang 92,000, this is for upgrading yung base natin, tool. Focus, forceful strike, swift strike, devastating blow. Ayan. Ang ganda ng art ng ginagawa mo. Mina-mina. Yep. Pang-aramina pa. Ayun yung basic game loop niya. You don't need to think about it too much. If you just want to like do something, maybe just adjust chatting stream and then this is playing in the background. The category of these kinds of games are idler, clicker, incremental RPG, casual game, relaxing game. Kuzon, this is like Minecraft or earth-bending ASMR. Yes. Although the real life sound of a pickaxe or an iron hitting a stone is much more grating, and it's not really ASMR, but of course video game wise it is. Okay, so yung rocks wala pa din ito. Stone capacity, deeper vein, resource purity, max out chain purity, yung sa stone purity, clay capacity, resource purity, upgrades. Achieve 0.1 hit per second. Plus, you can also upgrade your tools. Currently, I have the makeshift hammer. The next one is flint pickaxe, but it requires 1 million dust. Dust is acquired by picking up, I think, stones. It's a general currency. I'm not clicking. This is automatically enable auto hit. Can you imagine if I keep on hitting it repeatedly? Like, how hard will that be on the fingers? Speed demon. $18, $19. $20. Okay, so what can we upgrade? Soften stone, resource purity. And then later on, activity, quartz activity. Clay capacity, sandstone capacity, deeper veins. Increase the chances of transitioning from clay to sandstone by 20%. Unlock quartz. Lucky strike. There's also a chance to do critical hit. If you notice yung 148, that is the critical damage. And since I have like very fast strikes, chances are the critical hit and critical damage will proc. This is your critical strike. Increase critical hit chance by 0.5. Just 2 more upgrades. Devastating blow. Increase critical hit damage by 10% every level. Bombs, damage. Lucky strike. Come on, proc more often. 156. There you go. I think I should also increase yung base damage. 170. Okay. Invisible, yes. Why yes? How are you doing, NB? What's for lunch? Manong ulam. Etong Pika-P. You know what yung drones? Wala na bang upgrade ng drones? Rapid strike. Rocks. Unlock world fracture. Sandstone. Unlock quartz. Gain reaction. Resource purity. Soften stone. Quartz acuity. I think quartz acuity yung next na I should focus on. So it's much easier to destroy. Ate, ate. I ate bangos sisig for the inasal fast food. Ooh. Sarap. It's much more easier to break now. Hopefully. Or upgrade natin yung forceful strike. Yung base. Rocks. How much? 40k. Resource purity. Sand capacity. Soften stone. Yung quartz, how much does it require? Deeper veins. Increase the chance to transform from sandstone to quartz. Hardness by 20%. Purity siguro. Resource purity next. Anong we? We! Fairness, the drone can, drones are also doing their best. Sige, upgrade natin yung drones. Rapid strike, max drone count, 43. Okay, more drones, rocks. Resource purity is 40. Quartz capacity. Chain reaction. Probably I'll go with resource purity so we can get more quartz. 40. Bomb. Ay, 40 na pala yung quartz. Sorry. Resource purity. Next up, I'll probably go with acuity. Increase damage to the quartz layer. Acuity or soften stone. 80. 40 or 80. Diba? Basa kagad, diba? Hindi bilis sa'yo matak ng mga drones. $36. My goodness. Turn up your brain. Things go brrr. Sandstone. Increase overkill damage transfer from sandstone to quartz by 10%. We will be focusing on damage, resource purity, or yung result. Siguro resource purity naman. Acuity. Increase damage to the layer. So it's much softer to destroy. Or di kaya soften stone pwede rin. Increase hardness. Reduces quartz hardness by 20%. I can add more quartz pero I think dapat the main priority should be to weaken it first. $60. Purity. Deeper veins. Stone, resource, chain reaction. Deeper veins, quartz capacity. You know what? Let's go with the quartz capacity. Drone. Okay, 92, stocks, token, chain reaction. Next would be chain reaction. You know what? Drone target quartz. Masaya na ako na yung quartz lang yung targetin nyo. Deeper wings. Unlock drone hub. Unlocks the ability to use the drone hub. What is a drone hub? Ito, yun o. Tama ba? Drone hub. Drone scores have a chance to drop every time you destroy a rock. Deeper rock layers have higher drop chances. Each drone takes up a number of your active available slots. Default targeting uses main drone. Ano ito? Hammer drone. Sentry drone. A stationary defense turret that lacks mobility but has longer attack range and instantly targets the closest rock, eliminating travel time. Use the right mouse button to right click and drag the quarry placement. Priority. Collector drone. A true idle unit does not deal damage. Instead, it roams around and passively siphons a steady stream of resources from all nearby rocks based on how much a normal hit would produce. What? Pierce drone. Wait, pwede natin mag-upgrade? Show upgrades. Oh, that's a new currency, no? Yung drone hub. Supervisor drone, a support unit that never rests. It actually wakes up resting drones, dramatically increasing the uptime of overall efficiency. User default targeting. Shatter drone, boost drone, priority. Hammer drone. Basic all-purpose drone that deals consistent single target damage, effective in large number, has hard limit of 20. Collector. Supervisor drone. Ano yung supervisor drone? Sorry. Sentry drone. So may chance to drop. Interesting. Resource purity, quartz activity, 106 quartz capacity. Ano naman to? Achievements. Okay. Quartz capacity. Maximum quartz rocks, deeper veins. Resource purity. I think I can. Soften. Max the sandstone capacity upgrade. Acuity. Quartz acuity. There you go. Now it's easy. Sandcastle. Much faster now. Quartz capacity. Max level, chain reaction. It still is a bit tough. Oh wait, may bago oh. Higher upgrades. Level supervisor drone. Ano to? Sentry drone? Hide upgrade. 75 supervisor drone chassis. Increase maximum supervisor drones by 1. Saan tayo nakakakuha nun? Saan yung mga parts? I don't see any parts to. Ayun, 12. Drone cores, 12. Itong Sentry has 10. 75 pala itong supervisor drone. Ooh, okay, no wonder. No wonder. A stationary defense turret lacks mobility but has longer attack range and instantly targets the closest rock of eliminating travel time. Use the right mouse button. Range finder. Increase sentry drone. You know what? Okay. Saan na yun? Ito siya, oh, you know. Right click pala yung bomb. You don't need to place it. You know. Matake na ba yung sentry drone? We have the sentry drone now. Wait, I have 6,700 chain reaction, resource purity, soften core, deeper wings. Quartz capacity, purity, chain reaction, soften stone, 1, 2. Lang mag-alas-dos na. Nagla-lunch. My goodness. 5 chain reaction, purity, 219. Still plays anyway. Soften core 200. Wala, puro 400 na. Purity is 365. Upgrades. Swift strike. Max. Max. Bombs, damage. Rocks. Quartz capacity, deeper vein. Increase the chances of transitioning from sandstone to quartz by 20%. Resource purity. $824 deeper veins quartz. Unlock iron. Iron lang. Deeper veins, resource purity, quartz capacity, bombs, charges, damage, rocks, unlock world fracture, unlocks the ability to fracture the world and earn core fragments. Max level unlocks the ability to fracture the world. Upgrades. Saglit na lang yung parts, oh. Earlier when we started. Wait. We have a new 4. We currently have 21. Speaking of hammer drone. Or collector supervisor drone requires 75. Increase the sentry range. 20. Attacking drone, itong sentry drone. Tama ba? What does the sentry drone do? A stationary defense turret lacks mobility but has longer attack range and instantly targets the closest rock, eliminating travel time. Uses the right mouse button to right click and drag the quarry placement. Light, move speed, hit speed. Increase maximum sentry drones by 1. Rocks. Deeper veins, soften core. 4 out of 14. Resource purity. Quartz capacity probably. Lakas tong bomb, no? Speaking of palakas na bomb, fully maxed out. Capacity, resource purity. Achievement, have 10 bomb charge ready. Maximum charge. $1,000 na, oh. 847 deeper veins. Grabe, basag agad sila pag ginamitan mo ng bomb. See? Unlocks iron. My life for iron. Where's that iron? $823 capacity. Grabe, tagal mabasag ng ayon. Iron capacity. Soften stone 25. You haven't even broken one iron. No? Achievement. Use bomb 10 bombs in 5 seconds. You mean this? Demolition job. Upgrades. Sentry drone. How many do we have? 36. Sentry drone, 35. Get back to work. Increase maximum number of supervisor drones. We have 36. Meron ba tayong iba? Ito, collector drone. Crew idle unit does not deal damage. Instead, it roams around and passively siphon a steady stream of resources from all nearby racks based on how much normal hit it would produce. You know what? Let's go. Sana yun? Sana yung bagong drone? Where's that new drone? Collector drone. Oh, pierce drone. High specialized armor shredder. Has high piercing, making it essential for breaking through new hard rock layers. Show upgrades. 15. Increases maximum pierce drone. Maximum pierce drones. Pierce drones. Tungsten tip. We don't even have a pierce drone yet. Collector drone. Collector drone chassis. Effect. Increase maximum collector drones by 1. Ito yung collector drones. Do we have the collector drones? I don't see yung collector drones. Do you see the collector drone? Ay, wait. Drones. Maximum drone count. May maximum. Wait, can we remove some of our drones? Okay. You know what? I guess that's it for now, guys. Naka-3 oras na rin ako dito. I thought I will not be able to last this long. That's what she said. And again, thank you everyone. Thank you so much for checking out Fracture Field, and for those who hang out earlier, had some discussions with us. Thank you so much, guys, and happy weekends, and I will catch you guys later. But with that, let's roll the credits. Thank you everyone for joining us in today's stream. To the subscribers who dropped by today, we have Invisible. For the raids, we have Inheriar. For the chatters, we have Adil, Polonius, Sasram Mixin, Bomadom, Celeste Lane or Celeste, Jesus Christ, Inheriar, Jessica Devil, Jesus Stream, Kuzon, Matapocalypse, Miss Ivory Cat, Invisible, Alderon, Shadow Sap, Timothy Kyle Gaming, Bitter Foods, and Zion L. We're about to raid out as well. You can copy and paste this raid message. For our regular viewers and followers, you can copy and paste this raid message containing our regular raid message. And for our subscribers, you can copy and paste this raid message containing our tier 1 emotes, or use any of the emotes available to you there. Tuturu. And let's find somebody to raid, because I am so hungry. It's now 2 o'clock. I haven't had lunch. Tara, let's find somebody to raid. Who should be raid? Checking. Raiding. Who should we raid? Tara guys, let's raid our good pal here, Bomadom, who's currently playing Die in the Dungeon.
Please don't go.
Say hi to Bomadom
It's
for
great
us.
having you
Bom,
here.
incoming raid.
Don't do it to me. I beg you. No.
Raiding. Again, thank you guys. Thank you so much. You know I love chicken nuggets. Thank you, Mama. I'll catch you guys on the next one, which is later. I will be streaming again later. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll catch you when I catch you. And do say hi to Bomadom for us if you like what you see on Bomadom stream. Do give him a follow. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye. GG's.